dice and dreams collide. Lost somewhere in Poland, nowhere left to hide. Body and soul holding on in the night. World War III never happened, but we still had to fight. The clock stopped ticking, the static's in our veins. We found a way to laugh through all the pain. Raise a glass to Dante, let the record show. We survived the midnight, we ran the show. Not pros or moguls, just broken dice and friends. Our story's not perfect, but it never ends. Adam referee, chaos king, rolling fate with every swing. Kyle's hollow, Colette aside, Brian's Emmett Peterson never runs, never hides. Chris's mud voice cracked and wild, Jimmy's Lewis and Jacob silent beguiled. The clock stopped ticking, but time marched on. One more bad joke, one more dog. Raise a glass to Dante, let the record show. We survived the midnight, we ran the show. Not pros or moguls, just broken dice and friends. Our story's not perfect, but it never ends. Not famous, just fools with hope. Spinning tall tales on a freight tightrope. Poland's ashes, the roads unknown. It's not about war, it's about coming home. Raise a glass to the end, to the battles we staged. For 3 wild years, we never caged. The world kept breaking, but we never broke. Till past midnight, and we're still in the dark. Day afternoon podcast, top of the story rolls on.
Thank you for listening to Comics for Fun and Profit. This is Colin G with your sneak peek at next week, episode number 989 for comics originally releasing August the 6th, 2025. But before Drew and I get into what's coming up in your local comic book shops this coming Wednesday, Drew, I can't believe we're already into August, and that's crazy. But some good news and fun in the world of comics. We saw Superman not too long ago, and we realized when we were in the theater that Fantastic Four came out. So all kinds of fun stuff happening.
Yeah, we're gonna have to head back over and do Fantastic Four. I've heard it's pretty good as well.
I've heard good things as well.
Yeah, we'll get a Superman only podcast for our Patreon channel at some point. And but spoiler, we really liked it.
Yes, absolutely.
It was good.
But other than that, things have been all kinds of fun. A little bit of crossover from comic books. I've been kind of doing a little bit more with Magic the Gathering lately, like I said, because of that Final Fantasy crossover that was then. Now we've got a Spider-Man crossover within the card community as well. So
What?
a lot of things, a lot of peanut butter and chocolates.
When
and
did
things
this
like
stuff
that.
start happening? Is this a new thing, or has it always
is
been this?
Yeah, they've created a Universes Beyond set, which is where like Transformers will create a card symbol, Lord of the Rings will create a card set, and Final Fantasy will create a card set. So it's everybody's grabbing at that nostalgia for those nostalgia dollars from our generation.
So how
it's working quite well.
How was Magic and Final Fantasy smushed together?
Oh, it was beautiful because like Cloud's a card and a character that you can make a commander deck around, and you know. They put each different series had a bunch of its own cards and did a bunch of really cool stuff. It was very, very fun.
Oh, that's cool. How many did you get to play once so far?
Yeah, I played a couple times I just finished up building a 4th commander deck, so I've got to have a commander night and play some more. It should be a good time.
That's awesome.
Commander is a more long-form, casual version of the game.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I know it's like distant cousin to D&D, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, similar, very similar.
Yeah. So that's all I can think of is like some version of
Yeah,
D&D.
and speaking of D&D, like I was telling you earlier, the other podcast I do, the Dork Day Afternoon one, we finished our 3-year-long campaign for Twilight 2000.
Twilight 2000 it has completed, and you trekked across the post-apocalyptic wasteland.
Yep, we trekked all across Poland in search of things and stuff, and we finished our journey.
That's amazing. So, 3 years of one game. That's awesome.
Yep.
That is awesome. And you're getting right back in it. Getting right back on the horse.
Time to jump back into another tabletop adventure.
Fantastic. And this one with mutants, maybe?
Yep, Mutant World Zero. So more post-apocalypse, because it's just, it's where I find my joy.
It is.
But this with more mutated humans.
Very
less military jargon that I wasn't good at.
Very cool. I like it.
Absolutely. But let's get into the world of floppy comics. Let's head on over to our good friends at CBSI, comicbookinvest.com. I want to look at what's selling on the secondary market over the last few weeks, especially with these 2 movies coming out. What are the hot books? All right. We're going to start with our number 1 book, West Coast Avengers 35.
Interesting.
Yeah. FOMO in action, folks, as buyers have turned this dollar bin book into a monster this week. All thanks to Robert Downey Jr. posting the book on social media. Is it a hint that he may be Kristoff and not actually Doom himself? Or just a sharing cool Doom cover? Either way, we had more than 150 sales this week. This book went from $1 to $30, with a newsstand hitting $100, and a Mark Jewelers marked one going to $150. CGC 9.8 now hitting $500. Crazy pop.
And I'm surprised. Like, this is a Doom cover from back in the day. I'm surprised it hadn't already spiked, but it hadn't. So that's kind of cool that it got discovered.
Yeah.
And 150 plus sales. That's awesome.
Yeah. So this book is going from, like I said, from $1 book to not $1 book.
Not $1.
Fantastic Four 554, Mark Millar, Brian Hitch. The power of ones in IG feed is strong these days, as RDJ wasn't the only one on socials to move comics. Apparently, this Hitch cover has been used by many for memes and jokes, ranging from how many days left until the Fantastic Four movie drops to Reed throwing up gang signs. With more than 50 sales this week, which is 730% increase. This book is also surprisingly averaging $30, with highs hitting $53.
Wow, that's cool.
I ranked 3 a book I've never heard of from Image.
Oh,
but I don't think it's not that old now that I look at it. It's a $2.50 comic.
Yeah.
Paul Jenkins' Sidekick #1. Be careful which Sidekick book you buy, because many are buying the wrong one. The news on the adaptation is for Paul Jenkins' 2006 series and not the 2013 Straczynski one, which is what I thought of. With over 40 sold this week, that's an increase of 700%, as highs were reaching $15. But mixed in were many $10 to $15 sales for the 2013 version, which again is the wrong series and was not optioned.
So it's either it's the 20-year-old sidekick, not the 10-year-old sidekick.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Exactly. Fantastic Four 247. Many are banking on RGJ cheesing his turn as Kristoff, as folks are going back to pick up this first appearance. With more than 30 sales, representing a 900% jump in volume, this is a $15 book on average, with highs hitting $25. Sure, maybe these are all fans of Superior Avengers, where Kristoff is leading his own squad, but I think this is speculators speculating on social media posts as a tip-off to something more. In any event, the Mark Jewelers CGC 9.8 went for $450.
Cool.
At rank 5, Skinbreaker Ashcan #1. This is the Robert Kirkman David Finch, not to be confused with the CDCC Ashcan. This one per store is coming out hot out of the gate, selling over 25 copies this week. Ashcans are making a comeback these days with collectors, as this is one of 2 on the list this week, averaging $30 with highs reaching $50. It seems folks are excited for this upcoming Kirkman series. So that's Skinbreaker. Robert Kirkman, David Finch.
Oh, that'll be cool. It'll be behind quickly if Finch stays on as the artist. But
Fantastic Four 202, the Final Fantasy, my goodness. The Fantastic Four movie seems to be a hit. While it's not going to break any box office records, it is performing well and getting good reviews, providing the MCU is not dead yet. Or as our friends in Monty Python would say, not dead yet.
I'm not dead yet. I'm gonna be okay.
I'm gonna be okay.
That wasn't the line, but whatever.
Not at
I
all.
butchered it.
Could you just wait around? He'll be dead soon. That said, following the release of the film and the positive reception, this is one of the few books seeing action again as they didn't type well, as the first appearance of Herbie. A 120% increase with more than 30 sales averaging $15, while highs are reaching $35. A CGC 9.8 even sold for $399.
All right.
Earth X #12. Jim Kruger writing this, Alex Ross on art. Much like Herbie, it seems a positive reception for Julia Garner's Silver Surfer has spiked this book once again. Seriously, we were worried about the switch, but it worked out for this film, and we get why it was done. That said, 111% jump in volume with more than 20 sales averaging $37. This book is hitting highs of 50 once again, and a CGC 9.8 even selling for $250.
Very cool.
At rank 8, Superman Unlimited #1, Dan Moore cover. This is, of course, our boy James Gunn on the cover. 30 sales this week, up 11%. Again, $20 while hitting a new high of 45 for some of these. So, continuing to go as people give Gunn a lot of credit on this movie. At rank 9, Wolfenstein #1. This gets me excited, Drew. News of an adaptation of this classic video game has driven comic collectors to search out for a comic that they can buy as a result, which led them to the 2017 Titan release featuring 4 different colors. All selling well, as we've tracked about 20 sales so far, with averages of $20, while just CGC 9.8 went for $100. Did you do anything with Castle Wolfenstein?
I played the game.
Okay.
The original.
So it's essentially Doom, but you're killing Nazis.
Yeah.
So, good times. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Cross Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 Ashcan by Kevin Eastman. Here's that other Ashcan selling well this week, as many new releases haven't made much of an impact on the market. This one, per store Ashcan, had only about a dozen sales, but it's averaging a decent $16 with highs of 20. A third crossover series is on the way, and TMNT fans can't get enough Eastman.
True. But Mighty Morphin? I don't know.
Yeah. Notable sales, we have Voltron, a Legend Forged #1. A new all-time high is a CG 9.8, sold for $1,550 this week, up from the $1,450 of last week. So,
I loved Voltron.
Some of the Voltrons. Yeah. And that's a Jenny Frizen cover on that one.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, from Devil's Due Comics.
Wow.
And we have a Dragon Ball special sneak peek preview of CGC 9.8, sold for a whopping $3,500, which was darn close to the all-time high from last year of $3,777. Either way, it was a big sale for a book with not many in the 9.8 grade.
Dragon Ball. Yeah. I don't recognize this one, so must not be too many of them out there.
Yeah, it's a very popular anime that I'm not into.
The one anime
the one
you're not into.
I am omitting. I apologize.
Wow,
It is
that's
one of
amazing.
my blind spots. All right, brother, let's head it over to our Marvel previews. Let's see what August has in store for October as the Age of Revelation Overture #1. We've got 132 digital pages as we have all kinds of offerings from Marvel. Let's see if there is any meat on that bone or if it's just a bunch of fluff.
It's an event, and it's going to take over all the X books that I do not read and add new X books that I do not want to read, and hopefully not take over books that I do read that I won't really know what's going on. That's about it in a nutshell.
There you go.
Well, it's going to be on Amazing Spider-Man, it looks like. So that'll be a bummer. It's going to be.
Let's start with the first book, X-Men Age of Revelation Overture #1. Jed MacKay writing this one, Ryan Stegman on art. A lot of Art Germ covers, Corey Smith covers, Aaron Cooter covers. It's a $6 40-page one-shot that sets us all off. We also have Amazing X-Men #1. Jed MacKay, Muhammad Asrar on this one. X years later on the run after a deadly clash with Revelation's chief assassin. So this looks like it's in the same vein as all this Age of Revelation stuff. They're not necessarily marked Age of Revelation, so this should be fun to suss out. X-Men Book of Revelation #1. Of course, Jed MacKay. The game of power commences.
God.
Unbreakable X-Men #1. Gail Simone. Expatriate X-Men #1. Eve Ewing. The Last Wolverine #1. Saladin Ahmed. Who in the hell is this?
Yeah, I don't know.
The Wonderful Wolverine, a.k.a. Wendigo Wolverine.
I'm sorry, it wasn't Amazing Spider-Man. It's Radioactive Spider-Man that will be.
Yeah,
So I guess I can skip that one.
Laura Kinney, Sabretooth #1. Erica Schultz writing that one. We have a new Sabretooth, and it's Laura Kinney.
That doesn't make any sense.
Nope. We have Rogue Storm #1 by Murewa Ayadole and Roland Boshi. With Earth's gods gone, only Aurora Monroe, the mutant god of storm, remains. She's a goddess driven mad by dark magic and grief. Now, as Storm threatens to freeze the world into a new ice age, Rogue leads a team of killers.
Ugh.
Undeadpool #1. Tim Seeley writing this. That's the best news I've heard since this thing started. We have a zombie Deadpool, but isn't technically Deadpool always been a zombie?
Yeah, I think so.
Always comes back from the dead. The virus ravaging the Revelation terrorists has finally made Wade Wilson into what he always wanted to be, a mutant, but not like this, not like this. Deadpool's healing factor is on overdrive, his mind a passenger, and his body just hungers and cannot be sated. Binary #1 by Stephanie Phillips. X-Vengers #1, Earth's mightiest hated and feared. Jason Liu writing that one. Sinisters, not Sinister 6, Sinisters, or apostrophe S, 6. David Marquez.
Yeah.
Omega Kids 1 by Tony Fleeks.
Ooh, well, wait a minute now. I might check that out. I do like
Quentin
Tony
Quire
Fleeks.
protects the dream of mutant supremacy and independence as head of the Revelation Theory's spy network. But when a conspiracy threatens the mutant utopia, Quire and his psychic students will have Distinguished friends and foes. Has Squire got what it takes to carry out the dreams to move forward, or will the next generation replace the former? Cloak or Dagger, number 1. Not Cloak and Dagger. Justina Ireland writing this one. A lot of these are little like snarky things where they just change a word and make it weird.
Yeah.
Radioactive Spider-Man number 1, Joe Kelly. Unfriendly and unstable. So we have some weird-ass arms coming off of Spider-Man here. The X-Virus decimated New York, but Spider-Man won't stop fighting. In a desperate gamble, Peter Parker doses himself with the lethal radiation to hold the infection at bay. Survival comes at a cost. While this may not kill Peter Parker, it sure messes him up. This is the most dangerous and mutated Spider-Man ever, and he's not alone.
Yeah.
Iron and Frost, number 1. Cavan Scott. Cold as frost, hard as iron. Emma Frost and Iron Man. Okay, the Hellfire Club. Interesting. Long Shots, number 1. With an asterisk. Void where permitted. No purchase necessary unless you plan on missing out on one of the craziest comic book series you'll ever read in your lifetime. Jerry Dugan and Jonathan Hickman writing this one.
All right.
World of Revelation, number 1, Ryan Northall, Ewing, and more. Cover by Tiba. Art by Tiba.
So, are all of these coming out in the same month? That's like there's 22 pages of new comics in this event coming out in the same month.
And they're all X years later. I don't know if that's 10 years later or if there's another way of saying things. I'm unaware.
Yeah, interesting.
And then we're now into something that nobody asked for. Fantastic Four / Gargoyles, number 1. Greg Weisman. Greg Weisman, of course, the creator of the Gargoyles. And Eden Balaam on art. We've got some Dell'Otto covers, some Pete Momoko covers, some Scotty Young covers. I didn't think the Gargoyles sold that well, but we are crossing it over.
But you know what? I am so desperate for anything that I can read, that I want to read. I am going to read this because there's nothing else so far that I want to read.
Well, this next thing excites me. Return to Planet Hulk number 1. The exciting part, Greg Pak back to writing this one.
Okay.
All new story, green blood will flow and sparks will fry. After escaping the Red King's deadly arena, Hulk faces ferocious monsters and smashes his way through malicious machines and wild robotic terrors.
Again, in the land of the blind, a one-eyed man is king. So I'll probably read this too because not a lot of choices so far.
There we go. We get a one-page blurb about Deadpool and Batman from Marvel and DC crossover. Then we get into Marvel DC, Deadpool and Batman updated. Zeb Wells with Kevin Smith writing this one. Kelly Thompson, Chip Zdarsky, and more. I like seeing Kevin Smith's name there.
Yeah, doing the Daredevil Green Arrow.
Mm-hmm. And then that Art Germ cover is really nice. We got Magic. Is that Magic and Catwoman?
Uh-huh.
All right. You had me at Catwoman. There's Deadpool and Batman. That story will be written by Wells and Capullo. Daredevil and Green Arrow. We talked about that being Kevin Smith because he's done Green Arrow and Daredevil before. So it's good to see some of the new art on that, though. So very cool.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
And then we get previews for Batman Deadpool. The flip over for DC. We get a little cross promotion there. All right, now we're into White Tiger Reborn number 1, The Return of the White Tiger. Coming off of, did you ever end up watching Daredevil?
I watched first couple of episodes. Very disappointed with how it started and who they killed off right away.
There you go. When we have White Tiger in that, so this may be some more trying to pull off of their interpretation of White Tiger in the future of that one.
Yeah.
Ooh, here's right up your alley, Drew. Amazing Spider-Man Torn, number 1 of a 5-issue series. J. Michael Straczynski writing that one. Pepe Perez on art and some Adam Hughes covers.
And it's earlier days Peter Parker when he was in college.
One of the most important Spider-Man writers returns to the Webbed Wonder. That's right, J. Michael Straczynski is back, but this time he's digging into a very different part of the Spider history, jumping back with us to Peter's college days at Empire State University with Glenn, Harry, MJ, and Flash. But not everything is rosy and happy as new evil rears its head in a way that makes sure to impact Pete's future.
So Gwen Stacy did not die when he was in high school. She died when he was in college?
I am unaware.
Does that track with you and your memory of when that might have happened in the timeline?
Yeah,
I guess.
think because I think it was, I think he dated MJ it was all about MJ all through high school, and Gwen wasn't, the new fling until college, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
Venom 250 as we're back to legacy numbering. Al Ewing, Charles Soule, Terry Dodson, Carlos Gomez, and more on covers. The return of Null. So we're going to try to milk Null for some more here. Marvel Rivals King in Black #1. Clintar kills. Of course, Marvel Rivals, the video game adaptation of the arena shooter. Spider-Man Noir, 1 of 5. Drew, you'll be reading this. This is Eric Larson writing that.
This is totally, Spider-Man Noir is pretty cool character.
Yeah.
I like it. Eric
And
Larson.
remember, it's Nicolas Cage is the voice, so when you read this, it's got to be Nick Cage's voice.
Yes, exactly. And Eric Larson doing the writing,
Heck yeah.
though, not the art, which is interesting. So
Yeah.
he's doing a variant cover, at least. So this should be fun. I will definitely check this out.
Brush up on the coolest Spider-Man before he hits the small screen. Spirit of Vengeance, 1 of 5. Sabir Pirzada and Paul Davidson on this. Johnny Blaze, Danny Ketch, Robbie Reyes, Kushala, Phantasma, Helverine, and more. All in Spirit of Violence #1.
Sounds awful.
Yep. Trying to figure out.
Art looks terrible.
Yep. Nothing about it looks great.
Nothing
Imperial
about it looks
War, Imperial Gardens #1 is a weird maybe all AG dumb book by Dan Abnett and Jonathan Hickman.
Yeah, I don't understand the Imperial thing, so 'cause I sat it out, so
Yeah.
I have no idea what it's going to be about.
Imperial 4 of Horrors, that Hickman series comes to an end. Marvel Knights Punisher #1, Jimmy Palmiotti, Dan Panosian.
Yeah. Okay.
The world to come expands. And I'd just like to point out, we're back to the not stupid symbol. Just FYI, I was right the whole time.
I don't know, that cover doesn't look like the symbol very well.
Well, we're not using the Mandalorian symbol anymore.
No.
I don't mind if you slant the eyes a little bit and do something slightly different, but where we tried to completely remock it, turns out you're dumb. I was right.
You were right.
Yep. Marvel Black, White, and Blood and Guts #1, G. Wilson, Al Ewing, Chris Condon, Facefront horror fans. I see Werewolf by Night, I see Moon Knight, I see Blade.
Okay. That'll help.
Yeah. And then on the second page, I see Hulk, Silver Surfer, Thor, Iron Man, Punisher as well. So it looks like we've got a whole lot of stuff. The Undead Iron Fist, 2 of 4. Is there something wrong with his fingers on that hand? It looks weird and dumb.
They look a little tiny, don't they? A little stubby.
Yeah. We've got some issues on this. Dance with the Devil. Battle World, 2 of 5. Kristoff Cage, because when you ultimately just want all of your heroes to fight for no reason, you name it Battle World and do dumb things.
Yeah.
Marvel Zombies, Red Band, 2 of 5. Ethan Parker writing that. Punisher Red Band 205, Ben Percy, Julius Ota on art. Spider-Man 94 205, J.M. DeMatteis. Avengers 31, Jed McKay. The Inevitability of Kang. So, since we've ruined Kang in the MCU, we're going to try to soft launch him back in comics.
Yeah, I guess.
You say you were reading this Runaways book?
Yeah, I enjoy it.
Runaways 5 of 5 as it ends.
I watched the first two. Pretty good.
Red Hulk 9, Ben Percy. One World
Also good.
Under Doom, 8 of 9. Ryan North's writing book there.
That's got to be good. That's close. You said it's 8 of 9. Yep, close to the end.
Yeah, it's penultimate on that. Penultimate on Marvel Knights World to Come. That's 5 of 6. That's Joe Quesada and Christopher Priest.
I
Thor
just
3,
wish there was
the
like
Al
a clean break.
Yeah.
Like the way
I'm with you.
they when you've got one event not finished, and then you launching another event, and then you got 2 months of overlap, at least, with multiple events happening. It's kind of, I don't know. It's I don't think it's the right move. I think you need to have a little breather in between, right?
I would think. Have you done this relaunch of Thor, the first issue by Al Ewing? Or is that out yet?
No, I wouldn't read it.
3.
Al Ewing and I do not see eye to eye.
Do not see eye to eye. Uncle Scrooge, Earth's Mightiest Duck, 3 of 4. Captain America 4. This is Chip Zdarsky and Valerio Schietes.
It was pretty
Take
good.
on it.
I liked it. It's Chip. I'm kind of in the bag for Chip, but
There you go.
I like that first issue.
So we have Ryan North's 4th issue of Fantastic Four.
Yep. No change at all. So when they relaunched it, it was just the same. Really good.
It was just their way of trying to steal cash. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Ultimate Black Panther 21. Ultimate Spider-Man 22. Ultimates 17. Who is that on the cover?
I don't know. It's an evil
Oh, it's
Fantastic
Doom.
Four dude.
It's Doom in a Fantastic Four uniform. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Ultimate Spider-Man Incursion 5 of 5 as that Denise Camp and Cody Ziegler is that Ultimates version is ending. Ultimate Wolverine 10. I don't like him using weapons, but whatever. I don't care anymore. Ultimate X-Men 20. That's the Peach Momoko written one. I actually really like that cover.
I just don't know who's. Maybe it's good, but it sure didn't start good.
Amazing Spider-Man 13, and they're reminding us that it is Legacy 977, so just FYI. Joe Kelly, Pepe Larraz. One of our postage stamp is a really cool-looking Lee Bermejo variant.
And it's a countdown to 1,000, so
Yeah.
they're starting at 977, 23 to go.
Yeah. Amazing Spider-Man 14, Legacy 978, Enter the Goblin Slayer. Miles Morales, Spider-Man 39, Cody Ziegler. Really nice Black Cat variant by somebody called Fan Yang.
Now, is Amazing Spider-Man going to get to 1,000 before we do?
That's
We're going to beat
two
them to
per
1,000, right?
I think we're good if we.
We're
if
11.
We stopped taking vacations. I think we got this.
We got 11 weeks without taking breaks to 1,000
Yeah.
from here. We should be able to beat them to 1,000 at 2 a month, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I would think so.
Yeah, we should be able to do that.
Black
Up
Cat
yours,
number 3.
Spider-Man.
It's right. Sorry, Spider-Man. We're gonna upcharge for our books or our podcast instead. We're not going to. Sorry, that was a lie. I was caught up in the heat of the moment. Black Cat 3 by G. Willow Wilson. Eddie Brock Carnage number 9. all new Ghost Spider Gwen 3, Spider Girl 5 by Torrin Gronbeck, Venom Black, White, and Blood 3 of 4 as it's almost over as well, Spider-Man and Wolverine 6, getting more all agey as we go, Spider Boy Facsimile, as we're back into 1996, reprinting that one. So they just took Superboy and made him Spider Boy, and
Yeah.
because they put him in the same exact leather jacket as Superboy. They really did just copy each other, didn't they?
They might have, yes.
Yeah. Fantastic Four number 10 facsimile edition. This is, of course, Stan Lee, Jack Kirby. This is 1961's issue, reprinting the first 12 issues of Fantastic Four in their original appearance. So we are on number 10 on that one. We also have X-Men 140 facsimile edition. My boy Chris Claremont and John Byrne writing this one. Marvel is reprinting the entire Death of Phoenix saga as originally appeared as well. And I can't believe this one, Civil War 3, as we continue to do the entire Civil War series.
Yeah, what's the reason behind that?
I'm sure they're going to do another Civil War.
It's because it's the great event that they had, their last great event, I guess.
Yeah, the great 2006 event.
All right.
X-Men The Undertow, number 1, Alex Pacadell and Tim Seeley writing this one. These X-Men are still uncanny. Wolverine Revenge, Red Band Raw, Black and White edition 4 of 5. Strange Tales 1 of 4. Jeremy Whitley on that one. Jeff the Land Shark 5 of 5 as he finishes his solo series. Emma Frost, The White Queen 5 of 5. This Amy Chu pick is finishing up as well. Godzilla Destroys the Marvel Universe 4. Why not give him Wolverine claws and abilities? Okay.
Did you blow past Strange Tales number 1 on page 79?
Yes.
Well,
I said Strange Tales number 1, Jeremy Whitley, and then I quickly moved on because.
but it's about an RPG.
I saw the roll the dice thing, and I was wondering, and they have a D20 behind them, so I wasn't sure if it was a D&D thing.
Yeah, might be cool.
It's Halloween, and Nico Moreno joins her girlfriend Caroline Dean and friends Teddy Altma and Billy Kaplan for a rousing round of RPG House Grows and Hydras.
Who Scowls and Hydras?
Who Scowls and Hydras? So that's a way of not getting sued by Dungeons and Dragons. But
Yes.
when a dice roll leads to goblins materializing in real life, her friends are disappearing. So we are doing Jumanji / D&D.
Yeah, I think we are. I think you've cracked the code.
There we go. I like it. Anything you can do to get more eyeballs, let's do it. Deadpool Wolverine 10, Apocalypse Tomorrow. Ben Percy, Josh Cassara. Death of the Silver Surfer 5 of 5, Greg Pak. It's a shame when a Greg Pak written book is relegated to a tiny shared thing at the end of the day.
Yeah.
87 pages in. Incredible Hulk 30, Philip Kennedy Johnson. Abomination returns. Okay, that could be fun. New Avengers 5, Sam Humphries. Moon Knight, Fist of Kanju 13. Jed McKay still writing this one. We get a Jan Balthazar cover. We get a Marvel Zombies cover.
Thank God we're not talking about Shimmer storyline anymore. We finally got through that, so that's good.
We're on to the Wrecker.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Predator, Black, White, and Blood 4. Predator kills the Marvel Universe 3 of 5, Ben Percy. Star Wars, Boba Fett, Black, White, and Red 2 of 4. Can't wait to actually check out the first issue of this and see if it's anything fun. It has the ability to be, but boy, they have just as much ability to screw it up.
Mm-hmm.
Star Wars Han Solo out for the Falcon 2 of 5. Old Han Solo, doesn't anybody care. Star Wars Dr. Aphra, Chaos Agent 5 after the third relaunch of Dr. Aphra. Who sliced the slicer? That is the question. Star Wars Jedi Knights 8, Mark Guggenheim on that one. Star Wars 6 under this Alex Segura relaunch, New Republic on the Brink of War.
That cover by Phil Noto is the worst photo reference cover I've seen in a while. That's pretty bad.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. It was definitely run through an AI and then traced.
Yeah.
Star Wars Legacy of Vader 9, Charles Soule. I do like the Tava Ren versus Kylo Ren stuff. That's kind of rad, actually. And we have an artist named Godtail. Just FYI, people.
Yep.
Godtail. All right, here's the big books. Drew, you're up.
Yeah. We're going to spend some time with the Stormbreakers, whatever that is. I can't remember what that means. That's new up-and-coming artists, I guess.
Yeah, that's a featured
there's an
newer artist, even though sometimes they feature an artist that's been in the business for 14 years.
Yeah. We are collecting the Ultimate Universe Invasion box set in a slipcase, which is kind of cool. You get all the Ultimate launch books. Looks like the first 6 of all of them in trades, and then they're all in a nice little slipcase, which is cool. But you're not getting equal stuff in that slipcase, by the way, and not all of it's good. We got Marvel Rivals, Infinity, graphic novels collected as a trade. Excalibur Omnibus. That's kind of fun. X-Men Road to Onslaught Omnibus, Volume 2. Star Wars Hidden Empire Omnibus, hardcover. With a Paulo Sequeira cover. All the good Star Wars Hidden Empire stuff in there.
I'm sorry, I was looking at that X-Men Road, 1991, 1981, 1998. All kinds of 90s goodness in that one.
Zeb Wells' Amazing Spider-Man, collected as an omnibus, Volume 1. Star Wars The Original Battle World, collected. Avengers No Surrender, No Road Home. I read some of this, but I lost interest. Probably not going to be able to bring it all back. Daredevil Cold Day in Hell hardcover. That was a wonderful book. I liked that a lot. Daredevil Cold in Hell. I'm enjoying that. Spider-Gwen, Ghost Spider, Uncharted, Spider-Boy gets a trade. Deadpool gets a trade. 8 Deaths of Spider-Man gets collected, which I hated. Joe Kelly's Spider-Man Omnibus gets collected. Iron Man gets another volume. X-Manhunt gets a trade. Wolverine, The Death and Life of Sabretooth gets collected as a trade. Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe one last time, collected.
One last time.
Ultimate X-Men.
We're doing it again.
We're doing it again. The Mark Waid Fantastic Four run gets collected as a trade. Aliens Epic Collection, The Original Years, Volume 3. Micronauts gets collected as an Epic Collection. But you could get all those in quarter bins and probably save money. Submariner Epic Collection. Avengers Epic Collection for the Time Slide storyline. Doctor Strange Epic Collection for Strangers Among Us trade. Spider-Girl Family Ties trade. All New Wolverine. That's our Tom Taylor X-23 book, which we really liked a lot. That's collected. Darth Vader Modern Era Epic Collection with Vader Down as a trade as well. Vader Down was fun. And that is it. And the World of Revelation, the X event of October, taken over and drowning out maybe 6 to 10 things I want to read. out of this 132-page catalog. What a bummer.
Yeah.
What a bummer.
I mean, yeah, I'm curious about this X event. Who knows how curious I am, though. All right, Drew, we didn't get anything, I don't think, from our good friends to look at some of our additional stuff coming up for
True.
Cover price. So we're just going to assume they've got some really good stuff coming for us next week, and they're just saving it all. So
Yeah, they're going to
let's
save
head on over and see the future. Let's give the people what they've been wanting the whole time anyways, with our sneak peek at next week. So let's run on over to our good friends at Lunar Distribution as we continue to have all kinds of fun stuff over here because it becomes the landing spot for just about everything.
Yeah.
And let's start where we love to start with Absolute Green Lantern 5.
And quickly hop over to Absolute Superman, which is a much better book.
Giuseppe Chemicoli cover. Batgirl 10 having a really cool David Talaski cover on that one, and a Tran Nguyen cover. It's no fair. Batgirl just does really good covers.
Yeah, great covers.
Benjamin, #1, doing a third printing with allocations.
Ooh.
From Oni Press. This is the Ben Winter book.
I am super intrigued by Cheetah and Cheshire. I read they had a couple of backup pages in one of the books I was reading that gave a preview of this. And it's Greg Rucka. And I know it's a stupid title, but Cheetah and Cheshire robbed the Justice League. I'm kind of intrigued.
Drew, do we talk about Bad Idea Comics?
Oh, sure. What's in it? What is it?
Cul-de-sac #1, Mike Carey, Jonathan Waysock. $6. New York Times bestselling writer and master of the macabre, Mike Carey, makes his long-awaited return to comic books, combining his powers with groundbreaking fine art illustrator John Waysock, which we know from Spawn Violator, to deliver a nightmarish new vision for the horror genre. What lurking evil is hidden at the end of the cul-de-sac, nested in a tucked-away corner of the sleepy suburbia? The Kingsley, Hermione, and Ortega families seem like any other close-knit neighbors, so nothing seems amiss when Miss Kingsley piles all the neighborhood kids into a small RV for their annual summer campout. But in the dark of the woods, she unleashes a gridly, bud-curdling display, revealing their family's shocking secret. Their parents are vampires, and they're eager to pass on their legacy.
Now that Bad Idea is distributed by Lunar, and they're not doing their silly games, I'm willing to give them a shot. Probably not with this one.
All right, click on cover A and tell me if you would read the book.
No.
Click on cover
not
B
reading that.
and tell me if that looks like the same damn book or a completely different book.
That looks like a fun book right there that I would read. The cover B, the Tony Fleeks, I would read.
Yeah.
But he's not doing the interiors, so yeah, I'm gonna pass. But I'm not gonna rule out Bad Idea as a whole anymore since they're just normally distributed again.
We have to start reading Detective Comics, right?
Yes.
Okay. Detective Comics 880, Facsimile Edition. Wait, this is a facsimile, never mind.
Yeah.
Sorry, wait a minute. Okay.
Yeah.
This is the Scott Sander and Jock that was from long ago.
Yeah.
I was confused for a
The
second.
detective now is
weird.
yeah, the new detective is Tom Taylor.
Gotcha. I was like, I can't remember what the storyline is from this one. Catacombs.
All these
Okay,
ECs
it's just for the cover. It's not necessarily for the story that they're reading.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
EC's doing a Cruel Universe. This is volume 2 of that. So they'll do another 12 issues. And those have been doing pretty well. People have enjoyed those. Fortress #1 is Joel Vandernap's book, who's doing the writing, the art, the cover.
It's from Rome Comics, and it's an $8 book.
Yeah, it is. It is action sci-fi, self-published. That's cool that a self-published can get into the Lunar catalog and be distributed, though.
Yeah, no doubt. We have a $20 book on the band Guar, just FYI.
Yeah. Guar people love their Guar.
We have more Bad Idea comics. Oh, no, Drew. Written by Matt Kent.
Oh.
David
Okay.
Latham on art, and a Rob Liefeld cover.
I love all of those things.
Yeah.
This is Hero Trade Project. Oh, this is the next volume in the Hero Trade series. So so we missed out on that first one.
Well, then I
you know
guess
why?
it's easy to say now.
Because Bad Idea was playing shenanigans back then. It was hard to get their books.
That's very true. Mark Spears Monster number 3, second print. We've got a Weird Witch cover. Poison Ivy 35 has, of course, some really good covers. The Ijikaru cover, or whatever's good. We've got Orla, number 1, from Mad Cave. Love is a Monster. Orla Bard is an antiques restorer, romance novel enjoyer, and keen birder. She also believes in true love, continuing to navigate Seattle's single scene despite repeated disappointment.
I like this. Yeah, John Lees too. I like him.
Well, there we go.
That's intriguing.
Drew will not be reading Radiant Black 36. You're not into the superheroes.
No, not on Image. No.
Not on Image.
Return to Skull Island gets its second issue.
Yep. Rick and Morty versus the Universe Summer of Love. Daniel Kibblesmith and Jody Hauser writing that one.
Rosario Origins from Amp Comics. Okay.
Secret 6 is ending as it has its 6 of 6 issue there.
Roy number 1 is a Gilbert Hernandez book. One of the Hernandez brothers.
Good covers on these Thundercats books. Some really cool stuff, but including a Mark Spears cover that's really dope.
Yeah.
World Tree is at issue 16. Walking Dead Deluxe 118. That thing is flying. From Critical Entertainment, we have Warrior Spirit number 1, a one-shot by Christopher Reda. Consumed by fear and worry, a caveman warrior and his tribe embark on a journey to fight an ancient demon where he must learn to let go of his fears before he loses his fighting spirit and the lives of his people. The reason I'm excited here is it's a $2.99 book, Drew.
Oh. Wow.
So this one shot from a tiny publisher is $2.99. Easy to give a chance to. Critical Entertainment's Warrior Spirit.
Very cool. Are you going to
Marvel?
Are you going to look at previews again?
Yep, I've got it up. We've got a few Image books here. Farmhand 24, G.I. Joe's Sisterhood Hide Spawn 367, and then literally nothing else. It is dead.
It's
but
sad.
When we head over to Marvel, we get all kinds of cool stuff, like All New Venom number 9, with a few variant covers there.
Yeah.
Daredevil Cold Day in Hell 3.
Captain America has some cool covers.
That's the Zdarsky written book, correct?
Yep, really good. But yeah, you're right. Daredevil Cold Day in Hell, it looks good too.
I am angry at these variants by McNiven or whatever. They are just copying Nightwing's covers. It's a classic Nightwing. The jumping off of the tower.
Where are this? Which one is this?
I'm going to go ahead and call it cover C and D.
Of which book?
Daredevil, Cold Day in Hell.
Oh, I see it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe one last time. Issue 5. Gwenpool 2025. She's in the black suit. Drew, is that a big deal?
Not to me, but might be to somebody.
Yeah. Helverine number 9. Marvel Rivals.
We got a
Hellfire Gala number 1.
got some great Moon Knight covers. Great.
Yeah, that is good.
One World Under Doom. We're gonna get the Tyrannosaurus Rex back on a cover. That's cool. People love that.
Mm-hmm.
So many covers.
Amazing Spider-Man 9. J. Scott Campbell doing some covers. I'm just going to assume that's a J. Scott Campbell covering. The Marvel website kind of blows at putting who's who.
Yeah, that's definitely him.
Yeah, that is gorgeous. And of course, Uncanny X-Men 19. Really nice art germ cover as well.
Oh yeah, this.
Superior
good
Avengers
Doom.
5. Oh my.
Yeah, that's a good looking stuff there.
Yep. And just enough YI. One World Under Doom issue 6 has a variant with a dinosaur on the cover. Doom dinosaur. A Doomosaur, if you will.
Yeah.
All right, Drew, this is the point of the podcast where I ask for your pick of the week. What's the one book to head into your local comic book shops, pick up, and say, hey, I like it. Let's do this.
I am going to go with Orla number 1 from Mad Cave or Mod Cave.
Mod Cave.
The John Lee's book, the romance book. I'm looking forward to reading this a lot. So I like rom-coms, I like creature features, and put them together and see what happens. I think that's kind of a cool concept. So let's check it out.
There you go. I'm going to go on a limb and probably pick a book that nobody's going to be able to find. Warrior Spirit number 1, Critical Entertainment, just for the fact that they're putting out a cool little story. They're sticking with $2.99. They're making it palatable and easy for people to get. And it does sound like a neat little caveman versus demon story, which I think could be quite fun. So I'm going with Warrior Spirit number 1 from Critical Entertainment.
Very
Hopefully
cool.
you can find it. If not, tell your people. Start ordering Critical Entertainment because, like I said, $2.99. I like it.
Yep, you're picking it for the price point. That's cool.
Well, again, the story was intriguing enough. I like a new publisher that I've never heard of, and the fact that they're willing to say our stories are good enough where we don't need to charge an arm and a leg. That makes me excited for what they have to say.
I know. I love it.
Mm-hmm. All right, and if you love comics for fun and profit, and you like Drew and myself, head on over to patreon.com. Toss a couple bucks in the coffers as we continue to jet towards 1,000 and all the fun things as we save up to still try to figure out all of our audio things since the dearest of Skype left us. We're still struggling a little bit.
Yes, we're a ship without a rudder or something. We're just trying to find our way.
That's exactly right. But we thank you guys for singing along with Drew and myself. So we thank you once again for Drew and for myself. Sing it.
Lost in the ruins, the world turned gray. Strangers in Poland, 1,000 miles away. Dice in our hands, hope in our eyes. Each week we roll, never know if we'll survive. Thunder in the headphones, static in the night. We built to all the shadows and candlelight. The clock stopped ticking, balloon went up, but we pushed past silence, we never gave up. 3 years starting side by side on the front of war that never arrived. Body and soul, laughter and scars. We found ourselves under these broken stars. From the ashes we rose with the storm searching for home. The clocks are silent, but time marches on.